feel the flow of the game and see how they're playing. We didn't really have a set plan for the last game, but we just felt as the game was flowing that some of the things Malachi brought to the table gave us a good shot to win that game against them. And so Brian's had a great week of practice. Malachi has too. We'll start it the way we did and see how the game's going.
What have you seen from IU? Clearly, they are playing for a lot, and I know you're playing for a lot too. A win here, or trying to move the program forward, retaining some of these guys. It's a pretty big week for both teams.
Sure. Anytime you put the ball down and go play, it's a big week. It's competition. There's obviously pride on the line, and especially in this game with the Oaken bucket and the history behind this game, the two schools. That is not lost on us, I assure you. IU's had a great year, great couple of years. They're doing a really good job. Guys play hard. They're playing well. So credit to them. We got to go play the way I know that we can play.
I wanted to ask about King Coley. He's a guy who has only been playing football for 4 years, and I imagine offensive tackle is not the easiest position to learn and adjust to. How far along has he come just in the year you've had to work with him?
Well, he's come so far in the last year as a player. I wish he had more time. He really needs more time to really reach his potential, just because he obviously spent a couple of years at a lower level and had not played football, up to that point in high school. And but he's come a long ways in 1 year. Wish we had more time with him, but he's done a really good job.
I just want to expound on the quarterbacks. I think all but one of the first downs you had against Washington were with Malachi in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't that performance, does that performance factor in the decision you're making this week? Why is Ryan still the starter, I guess, in that context?
Well, you got to you could change that question to the whole season too, and all the practices and all those things. You could put it in that context too. So it's all about context and how you look at it. We've talked to both those guys about where we see the roles developing and how we see those things going, and they know it. But no, we do feel like Malachi's been playing well lately. So that's kind of what I'm saying. We're not afraid to play Malachi. So we're going to feel that as the game goes.
How important is, I guess, the last game, this game, as far as making decisions about the quarterback position for next season, either where these guys stand relative to each other, what you have to do in the portal, how much of that is happening right now?
Sure, I think we're always evaluating, right? Like every single day, every rep that we take is under evaluation. We're looking for what we think the future can be, what we think we need to do for the immediate to go win. We're always putting those things under evaluation. So to answer your question, every single rep that we take, practice, game, anytime we're on the field competing is important in that evaluation process.
Why do you think Malachi had so much more, or the offense had more success with Malachi in than it did with Ryan against Washington?
Not really sure. I mean, he did have more opportunities, so some of those opportunities may have gone to Ryan, and some of those plays we called may have gone to him. He might have hit them, right, when Malachi hit them. So, those things, how those things ebb and flow in a game, sometimes it's just, it can be something as simple as the play we called, the defense that they called at that particular moment.
Back in the preseason, a lot of people were bringing up Arhmad Branch. It wasn't even that we were asking about him. He was a guy that had a lot of buzz that he was just creating inside. He's not playing any snaps for you on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Well, Arhmad, had a rough go through the middle of the season. That as you watch games, if you really go back and watch, just had some mistakes, and we tried to give Arhmad chances to come back and correct those, and we just felt like some other guys are performing more consistently. It doesn't mean we don't. He's still young. We do believe in his ability, and we did talk a lot about him in his future, and I believe in it. I do think he can be a really good player, but you got to do it consistently every day in practice and on the field, and that's what he's learning to do. And some other guys are doing it more consistently, in our opinion, right now.
Josh, what's been the most challenging aspect of this just trying to get this offense going this year, scoring points?
Yeah, just consistency. You know, the challenging part has been, you know, again, and we've talked about this before, but if we went back and looked at specifically all the things that we were trying to do and in that moment, and helping our players go achieve that in the moment, just the consistency of assignments, technique, when we had opportunities to go finish games and win them, you know, has just been the challenging part of our season.
Is there enough talent? Do you have enough playmakers on offense?
You always have enough playmakers. You know, that's never going to be something I'm going to say that we don't have enough or make an excuse that way. That we always have enough because we have what we have. The guys chose Purdue, we chose them, and that you'll never hear that come out of my mouth that we don't have enough.
You've been part of rivalries. You're part of one of the best ones ever at Bedlam.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of talk about rivalries. This is a big one here in this state, obviously, and your experience with rivalries and what this means for Purdue in particular.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to be a part of a few of these. I think more important than anything is a recognition from a player and even coaching staff and just from the people that are involved in our program that games like this are so much bigger than just what's on the field. And they're all about what happens on the field. It's not like there's some magic that makes one team win or the other team win or whatever that might be. But you also know there's a little extra added motivation, whatever it might be, going into these games because of the feelings on both sides of the rivalry, right? It's been going on for so long. And that's what makes it awesome, too, because you love to compete, you love to play. Like, these are the kind of games you want to go play and compete in.
Anything else for Coach Henson? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Good job.